Good morning. It's Friday, October 20th, and we've got a lot to talk about to get you updated this week. We had a joint meeting of the Board of County Commissioners and the Las Cruces City Council on Wednesday, and that meeting was to discuss the future of the Animal Services Center in the Mesilla Valley. The city manager and the mayor have made a proposal by which the city would assume control of the Animal Services Center as a department that would be created and would oversee animal control as well as shelter operations. It's still in the discussion phases at this point, but I think everybody who was at the meeting, I was there, were in pretty much support of the concept of the cost savings and the elimination of duplication of efforts in many areas that would result if this transition were to take effect. There would be no interruption in services, by the way, to the staff or to the operations of the Animal Services Center if this were to occur. In the meantime, the Board of Directors of the Animal Services Center will continue to search for a new executive director and will continue operations as normal. Also yesterday, you might have missed the graduation ceremony for 13 brand new deputies. We had that graduation ceremony at the Doñana branch up on Sonoma Ranch Boulevard, and District Attorney Mark D'Antonio was our guest speaker. If you weren't able to make it to the graduation, please congratulate these 13 new deputies when you see them out in the field. Tomorrow morning, actually, in Chaparral in the Desert Air community, we're going to have a roll-off container and a tire shredder set up, and we're going to have people there from the Animal Services Center as well as Action Programs for Animals to follow up on an ACEs program that occurred on October 12th. This will all be happening from 9 to noon in that neighborhood to help beautify it and to help those folks become responsible pet owners and comply with all the applicable laws and get their pets microchipped and spayed and neutered. The Board of County Commissioners has a meeting coming up next Tuesday. 23 items on that agenda, including 3 related to the spaceport. Dan Hicks, the executive director of the spaceport, will give a presentation about where the facility is and where it's going. Also on that agenda is approval to get started on reconstructing the southern road from Doñana County to Spaceport America. Also a resolution asking the state of New Mexico to step up and do its part for operational funding for the spaceport while we wait for Virgin Galactic to get underway with commercial spaceflight. If you're unable to attend that meeting or watch it stream live off our website, you can catch it on Thursday evening at 6:30 p.m. on Comcast Channel 20. Again, that's next Tuesday at 9 a.m. right here in the Commission Chambers of the Government Center. Next Wednesday, if you are inclined to go to St. Joseph's Cemetery at 9 a.m., we're going to have an indigent burial service for 19 people whose remains were unclaimed and kept by the county. We are obligated by state statute to hold on to those remains for at least 2 years, and if nobody comes forward, then we're authorized to proceed with the burial. That's what we do every year. We usually do it about this time. So again, that's Wednesday the 25th at 9 a.m. at St. Joseph's Cemetery. And I'm honored to have been asked again to officiate that ceremony. So hope to see you there. What if you're a victim of a burglary? Nobody wants to think about it, but the fact is you can help protect yourself with a new online tool offered by the Doñana County Sheriff's Office. It's called Report It, and through Report It, you can catalog and archive your belongings and their serial numbers so that in the event of a burglary or robbery, the police agencies can work closely with area pawn shops, and all the pawn shops in Doñana County are signed up to make sure that if your materials show up in one of those pawn shops, that the police can get access to it immediately and help solve that burglary. If you'd like to get started, it's pretty easy. You send an email to citizen@leadsonline.com, and that'll get you started with the program to get into Report It. It's a free property inventory system available to all residents of Doñana County. It does take a little time to set it up, but it's well worth it in the event of a burglary. If you're out and about tomorrow at the Farmers Market, our friends at the Animal Services Center will be set up for off-site pet adoptions from 8 to noon at the north end of the Farmers Market on Main Street, and they'll also be set up at Petco from 10 to 2. That's it. You're up to date. I hope you have a wonderful week and a nice weekend, and we'll see you next week.